Okay guys, 𝗦𝗂𝗢𝗍 just dropped another update literally just a day after the last one. And this time we have something completely new for our production buildings. It's called Building Mastery. And honestly, this could change the way we use our machines. We are getting new levels, new perks, new cog system, and this is my favorite part. Some of our machines are getting completely new looks. I just got access to the beta, so I'm going to go through everything with you guys, show you how this works, how you can level up your machines, how to get cogs, what these perks actually do, and of course we are going to look at those beautiful level 5 machines. Before we get into how Building Mastery actually works, there are a few things you should know about this beta. The workbench is generally unlocked from level 12, but Building Mastery itself is currently only available to randomly selected farms. So if you are level 12 or higher and you don't see it on your farm, don't worry, you haven't missed anything. Your farm simply wasn't selected for this beta. There is also a setting that allows your farm to be considered for beta tests. To check it, go to Settings, click on the Supercell ID Connected button, tap the gear icon, scroll all the way down and look for beta releases. If you turn this on, you're allowing your farm to be considered for beta testing, but it doesn't mean that you'll be selected for every beta. The selection is still random. And if you turn it off, your farm won't be considered for any future beta testing. So if you don't have Building Mastery right now, there's nothing you need to do to activate it manually. Hopefully, we'll all get to use it once it's officially released. We can still learn about how it works, so hopefully we won't feel completely overwhelmed when it finally comes out to everyone. Now let's get into it. So, first, let's talk about the biggest change. You know those 3 mastery stars we have had on our machines for years? Well, they are being replaced with building mastery levels, but don't worry, your old progress isn't just disappearing. Your previous mastery perks are transferred over as legacy perks. So, for example, if you already had something like 20% more XP from truck orders or 15% faster production, that progress is carried over. And the progress you have made towards your next mastery star are also taken into account. And this is actually really nice because that previous progress can give you a discount on the corresponding building mastery upgrade. So basically, the more you have already progressed with your machines, the less you may have to do to unlock the new system. So if you open your farm and suddenly see that your machines look different and your old stars are gone, don't panic. Your previous progress hasn't simply vanished. It has been transferred into this new building mastery system. When I first logged in, I got this workbench with a tutorial. The workbench is basically where we are going to build perks for our buildings. The tutorial gives us 3 basic things to understand. Earn cogs from tasks around your farm, use those cogs to build perks, and level up your buildings to unlock new perks. I'll explain exactly where we get these cogs later in this video, but first, let me explain how the leveling itself works, because I think this is going to be very confusing at first. Every building starts at level 1, and each level has different perks that you can unlock using coins and cogs. But you cannot just unlock the perks and immediately move to the next level. Once you have unlocked all the perks for your current level, you have to actually produce a certain number of products using that machine to unlock the next level. And let me clear up one really important thing about the produce requirement because this part can be confusing. The game counts a product when it has finished producing and is ready to collect. So just putting something into the bakery does not count, and simply collecting something that was already produced doesn't count as another product either. What counts is when the product has finished production and is sitting there ready to be collected. And there's another thing I want you to know, this number does not keep accumulating forever. If your current requirement is 25 products, once you have produced those 25, that milestone is complete. When the next level requires you to produce more, the counter starts again from 0. And this is quite different from the old mastery system. Before, we basically just kept producing things on our machines and the production time contributed towards unlocking new mastery stars. Now we are doing 2 things at the same time. We are producing products on our machines to reach the required number for the next level, and we are collecting cogs from different activities around our farms. Once you have produced enough products to unlock the next level, you can use those cogs along with some coins to unlock the perks you want. And there's one more thing you should know, you can only upgrade one building at a time. So, for example, if I'm currently upgrading my bakery, I can't start upgrading my sugar mill at the same time. I have to wait until the bakery upgrade is finished. Then, if I have enough resources, I can move on to the sugar mill. So, you can't just collect a huge amount of cogs and upgrade all the machines at once. You'll have to choose which building you want to work on first and then go one by one. Now let's talk about cogs because you are going to need these for basically everything. We have three different types: green, blue, and silver. Green cogs are connected to coin perks, blue cogs are for XP perks, and silver cogs are for production time perks. And yes, you can technically buy them with diamonds. One green or blue cog requires 5 diamonds, while one silver cog requires 10 diamonds. But I personally wouldn't rush to buy these. You can earn cogs by actually playing the game through different activities around your farm. And right now, we actually have a task event going on that can give us 12 green, 12 blue, and 8 silver cogs, which is really nice. So I think we can expect these monthly events to give us a decent amount of cogs, helping us level up our machines slowly and consistently. And apart from these events, we also have a daily activity that can give us cogs, and that's truck orders. And this is actually something I think we are going to be doing a lot more of. If you look at the truck order milestones, you can get cogs as you complete orders and reach those rewards. For example, one of my milestone rewards gives me 6 blue cogs, and then later I have a cog choice crate where I can choose between 6 green cogs, 6 blue cogs, or 2 silver cogs. And you can see that silver is definitely the rare one because we are getting fewer of them. Now let's talk about this little purple orange fire icon because you are going to see it on different products. This icon shows you when a particular product has an active perk, and you can also check the workbench for each machine to see how many active perks you currently have. So whenever you see this icon on a product in a truck order, you can prioritize that order if you want to take advantage of it. At level 1, my bakery has 3 perks: 20% more coins, 5% faster production, and 25% rush order. Rush order is new. When you keep adding matching products to the queue, there is a chance the product currently being made will finish faster. I can see this being really useful during task events when we are producing lots of the same item, but I'm not sure how useful it will be outside of that. And one more thing about truck and boat perks: the bonus only applies to products made by the machine with that perk. So if my bakery has 20% more ship XP, I don't get 20% more XP from the entire boat order. I only get the bonus XP on the bakery products I put on the boat. The same applies to truck orders. So keep that in mind when deciding which machines you want to focus on. Along with the perks, the most addictive part of this whole system for me is definitely the new machine designs when they reach level 5. Right now, we only have 3 machines with these new looks, and this is where I completely forgot about the perks. Look at this bakery. I honestly could not imagine it looking like this. We were already amazed by how detailed our machines looked after the recent update, but this is just wow. Just look at the details. Everything looks so much more realistic. For the first time in my life, I actually want to grab something from this bakery and feast on it. I don't even care about the products anymore. I just want this bakery on my farm because it looks so good. And along with the new design, level 5 also gives us 40% more coins, 40% more XP, and 65% faster production for matching items. So yes, the perks are actually pretty crazy too. If we get bonuses like this across multiple machines, you can imagine how much faster we could produce things and how much more XP and coins we could potentially make. Maybe the cooked economy of Heyday is finally getting better. But the bakery isn't the only machine getting a new look. Look at this dairy. This one is definitely more detailed, but honestly, I'm not sure I like the level 5 version more than our current dairy. I actually think the current one already looks really good. But you can't deny that this level 5 version is much more detailed and realistic. And then we have the sugar mill, and I love this one. Look at the sugar cane behind it. They look so realistic. I don't even know what to say. This is beautiful. So that's everything I know about building mastery so far. Honestly, these new machine designs might be my favorite part of the entire feature. But remember, this is still a beta, so some details can change before building mastery is released more widely. Now let me know in the comments, what do you think about building mastery? Do you think it's a great improvement, or is Heyday making things a little too complicated? I hope everything makes sense to you and that you were able to understand how this new system works. But if you still have any questions or confusion about building mastery, definitely drop them in the comments. I'll try my best to reply to everyone and clear things up for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.